You know what? I literally have no words to describe this football club right now. This football club is an absolute mess. You get humiliated. You got humiliated in Paris, 5-2. You would think Chelsea would come back in the Premier League a couple of days later and think, you know what? We can't be embarrassed. We got to put in a good performance. We've got to do something. We've got to change something at the football club after a humiliation, an annihilation in the Champions League. You would think Chelsea Football Club would want to come back and show some fight. Surely the boys are going to give the Stamford Bridge fans something to cheer about. Nothing. 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 No reaction against Newcastle. Nothing. Nope. Nada. Nothing. Chelsea 0, Newcastle 1. We had a chance to go third in the Premier League. Third. We had a chance to go third in the Premier League. And we threw it all away. We bottled it. We absolutely bottled it against Newcastle. Listen, smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new here, because we have to have a serious conversation about Chelsea, the players, and more importantly, Liam Rosenior, because I don't know what's going on with this football club right now. Because let's talk about the goal. Let's just get the goal out of the way straight away. I'm still angry from yesterday. I'm so pissed off. But let's talk about the goal, because how on earth does Tino Livramento, I think it's Tino Livramento, how does he get the ball to Joe Willock? You've got Trevor Chalobah, who I've been praising all season. All season I've been praising him. Doesn't track the run. Anthony Gordon is given a free pass. An absolutely free pass. A free pass. Wesley Fofana. Look, I feel like calling HMRC. I feel like calling HMRC because we got fraud in the football club. Wesley Fofana is a fraudulent defender. He's fraudulent. Because I don't know where and how Leicester bumped us for the money that they've got from us. But he's fraudulent. How are people watching Wesley Fofana? When Wesley Fofana was injured, all I used to hear was, wait till Wesley Fofana's back in the team. Wait till Wesley Fofana's fit. We've got to get him back fit. He's one of our best centre-backs. He ain't even good enough to be in the Premier League, let alone in the Championship. He ain't good enough. How are you letting Anthony Gordon just run off you? Oh, just run off you. He didn't even attempt to run back. He just walks. Wesley Fofana and Trevor Chalobah yesterday, you lot were playing a training game. I don't know what you were doing, but you can't do that. You just can't allow Newcastle, because Newcastle weren't even threatening us in the first 20 to 30 minutes of that game. We had the shots. We had the possession. We had the ball. We didn't make it count. We didn't make it count. And these are the fine margins. These are the fine lines, the fine margins, especially at this point in the season when you're marching. We were talking about being title challengers this season. Now we've got the rest of the pack chasing us for the 4th or 5th spot. And this is what we've come up against now. This is what we're doing. We're like a bunch of Where's Wallies out there. There's nothing. Shameless FC. This is Shameless FC, Circus FC. This is no longer Chelsea Football Club. This is no longer Chelsea Football Club. You trying to tell me John Terry, Frank Lampard, Didier Drogba are going to be doing team huddles in the middle of the fucking pitch? Are you going to tell me that? And the referee's standing in the middle? Listen, our club is absolutely declining at very, very fast pace. And I don't think fans, match-going fans, fans abroad, fans in India, fans in America, wherever you are, I guarantee you there's a big percentage of you fans that are not realising how quick. Yes, it looks good because we're in the Champions League still, we're in the FA Cup. And yes, top 4 is still a possibility. But I'm telling you from now, just watch the football. Just watch the football. Let's forget about the FA Cup for a minute. Let's forget about the fact that we still have a small chance to get through the Champions League. It's never going to happen, but we're still in it as it stands whilst I'm recording this. We can still get top 4 this season, but look at the football. Look at the high line that Liam Rosenior is allowing these players to play. We haven't got the defenders to play a high line. We haven't got the players. We haven't got the goalkeeper to play out from the back. Why are we playing a way that does not suit these players? I don't even think some of the players are the problem anymore. I think if you gave these players to a top manager, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, Marco Correa, Reece James, even Joao Pedro this season. If you gave these players to a top manager, you would see the difference. You would see us. Newcastle yesterday played a low block for the majority of the game, and we struggled to break it down. And as soon as we hit that high line, bam, they're in. Goal, 1-0. It's too easy. It's too easy. Rosenior is out of his depth. He's out of his depth. He's out of his depth because Eddie Howe came to Stamford Bridge and he just set up shop like it was St. James's Park. He said, I'm going to come and take 3 points. 3 points is nothing to us. We'll just take them off you. 22 shots I think we had yesterday. 22 shots, 0 goals. 22 shots and 0 goals. And credit to Aaron Ramsdale. He had a good game and goal. But we are average. We are bang average. Bang average. And you look at the players that we're bringing off the bench. Garnacho, Liam Delap. What's happened to Chelsea? We used to bring off Iron Robin, Damien Duff. Ballers. Actual ballers that can take a man on and cut in and make something happen in the box. Now we got Garnacho who can't do anything. He can't take a player on. Liam Delap can't do anything. I struggle to think where this club's going to be in 5 years from now. Everyone keeps saying that we're going to be fine. We're going to be this, we're going to be that. I'm telling you from now, relegation talk in 5 years' time. But I'm going to say this now. I'm going to come back to this video. I'm going to see where we are. Unless things change, unless something happens drastically where the owners wake up. And even that ain't going to happen because the owners are happy with the way that the club is being run right now. The owners are happy. The sporting directors are happy right now. But us fans, whether you go to games or not, have to start. The fans that go are the bigger people now. Me, I don't go to games. I ain't been to games for ages. I've stopped going to the games. I boycotted the games for 2 years now. I'm not going to the games. I'm not giving those clowns my money. Fans seriously have to start thinking. I'm looking at Lazio now. Lazio are emptying out their stadium every weekend. They're not turning up for the game. They're not protesting and then walking into the stadium. They're not going to the game. It has to be loud now, Chelsea fans. The protests were great. They might have worked a little bit, but it hasn't changed anything. Now you need to stop actually going to the games. And if you're going to go to the games, champ Bluco out. If you want some change at this football club, we have power. The match-going fans have more power than anyone because they're the ones sitting on the seats, filling up the pockets, match day revenue, half-time pie and pint. You lot are the ones that are going and helping this football club into the situation that it is. I'm not saying all fans should boycott, but if you're going to go, make sure you're vocal. Because at the moment now, we're in a situation where we're getting 22 shots in the game, no goals. We're bringing Garnacho off the bench with Liam Delap. Long gone are the days where we had Samuel Eto'o on the bench and bring him on. Or we had Didier Drogba on his second stint and bring him on. Those days are done. Those days are done now. We're now bringing on Garnacho. 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 I know people are going to talk about the penalty. They're going to talk about the penalty. They're going to talk about the penalties that they could have had a penalty as well, let's be honest. But was it a penalty? Maybe it was. Maybe it was. For me, it's a penalty. But do you know what? All of that does not matter. When you can't play football for 90 minutes, and when you do get chances, you don't take them, and when you're supposed to flip and defend, you don't defend. Wesley Fofana is not good enough as a Chelsea centre-back. The only centre-back that we have of any good quality is Trevor Chalobah. And yes, he was at fault yesterday. Yes, he was at fault. But over the course of this season, consistently, it's been Trevor Chalobah. The one player that we're trying to turn out the door. The one player that actually puts a shift in. Him, Reece James are the only two. And guess what? Cobham graduates. They know what it means to play for the badge. They understand what it means to play for Chelsea. All these other divas don't understand. All these divas huddling in the flipping in the centre circle. Why are we huddling? And then Liam Rosenior is coming out after the game and talking nonsense. This manager talks too much. You're talking like you're Pep. You're talking like you're Jurgen Klopp. Like you've won Champions Leagues, Premier Leagues. You've won fuck all. You haven't won anything. You haven't won anything. Why is this manager talking so much? Praising other managers, praising the team that we're about to play, giving them so much respect. Where's the fight before the game? We're huddling in the middle of the pitch like we are the Galacticos, like we're an amazing football club, like we are the best thing ever. Like teams are scared of us. Do you think Newcastle, when we saw us huddle, was shitting themselves? They must have just thought, let's get the game on. What are we doing here, lads? You do a huddle when you're about to go and win the Premier League, or you're about to go and win the Champions League, or you're one game away from winning the Premier League. Do your huddles after the game when you've actually done something. Don't do it before kickoff. And then you turn out some rubbish performance. Things have to change at this football club because it's a dark, dark day. Every weekend for Chelsea now. Top four is looking very impossible. Look at our fixtures. Look at other fixtures that other teams have. Compare them. We have a mad run of games. And this is what we're turning out every single week. It has to stop. It has to stop. Rosenior is out of his depth. He's out of his depth. Yes, we can blame Trevor Chalobah. Yes, we can blame Wesley Fofana. But tactically, he's setting us up completely wrong. Completely wrong. We can't play the way that he wants us to play with the team that he currently has at this football club. Change something. Rosenior, you are the head coach. You are the one that your head is going to be on the chopping block. You, not me, not the fans, not the players. You have to change something. If it isn't working, change something. We saw three at the back, three centre-backs against Wrexham. And we play a mad game against PSG where we probably needed three at the back. And yesterday, you had Reece James in midfield when you could have played Lavia or Santos. And you had Malo Gusto on the right. It don't even make any sense. It doesn't make any sense what this man is doing. You're out of your depth. You're falling upwards. You went from flipping Hull City to Strasbourg to Chelsea. How the hell does that happen? How the hell does that happen? What have you won? John Terry was right. That's all I'm going to say. I've done a video on this already, but John Terry was right. He should be in that dressing room. John Terry, for the life of me, even if it's on a 2-day, I think he works 2 days for the under-18, even if it's 2 days a week, get him around that senior squad because they need someone. And it ain't Rosenior. It ain't Rosenior. He's out of his depth. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section. Who was at fault yesterday? How did we turn around this bad run of games that we seem to be having at the moment? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm going to sit in a dark room. I've had enough. Subscribe, all of that stuff. We'll be back soon.